What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? By request, Rise Up Late Night is here by request. I got some inboxes lately on when you doing another Rise Up Late Night. It's been a long time since you did one. We've been doing the Monday Night Madness. We've been doing the Rise Up Unlimited radio shows, which have been phenomenal. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, that's been supporting, that's been around. You could be anywhere in the world, but you decided to hang out with me, myself, and others like Marcus Betts and everybody else who's been on the show. Thank you very much for that. I just want to put that out there right now. Um, I'm gonna steal a page out of Marcus's book tonight. I'm gonna start the show off by saying something that is very, very important, very, very, very serious, and I mean this with all sincerity. Okay, and this is for anybody. Um, in order sometimes to get places you want to go in life, um, you have to reflect on some of the things and some of the mistakes you may have made in past, and say, "Hey, I made a mistake. I could have did something better," and then make sure that you learn from said mistakes or said decisions that you've made in past. Um, it's all about learning from them and then executing what you learned to be a better person. Nobody is flawless. There are flaws in us all. But let me take it one step further. When you are great, when there is greatness in your mystique or in your aura or uh, in your life in general, you are going to have forces, toxic powers, negativity come from all different corners that you have never or would have never thought that would come out of these corners, but they do. They show up and they rear their real selves to you, or they reveal themselves to you. It could be the person who decided to procreate with you but really don't like you. It could be the person who decided that, hey, for the moment, what you were doing is great and we want to be a part of it until they feel like there's something more. It'll be the people who you supported but never supported you. It'd be at your job. You'll put in 110% effort and you be about greatness and you want the best. You want everything positive to happen. But because their natural self is complacent and okay with mediocrity, you will have those type of battles. You will have the type of battles where family members who you thought and think right beside you until that moment you really need them to be right beside you, and then they're not there. I behoove anybody who is dealing with those type of situations to continue to pour into you because you will never get you from them. You will never get you from them. To believe in yourself is one thing, to execute on said belief is another. I implore you to continue to execute on said belief. The devil don't want nobody that ain't got nothing for him to get. The devil don't want nobody who don't got nothing for him to get. Now, with that being said, continue to be your greatest of selves. Do not let your battles, do not let the distractions confuse you or make you think less of. People will try to make you feel less of yourself because they can't relate, because they don't understand. And when I say this, I don't want you to just listen. I want you to hear me, because hearing speaks to meeting somebody where they are. I want you to meet what I'm saying right in the middle. If you are this person that's dealing with that, if you are the said person who's going through something, I implore you to continue to execute on your said greatness. We are not here to make people feel comfortable about who we are. We're not here to do that. You're going to make people uncomfortable. People are going to see you as a um, intimidation. They're intimidated by said greatness. Some folks. I deal with this on a daily. When I tell you I deal with it on the daily, I deal with this on the daily. A lot of people don't understand and realize some of the things that some people are dealing with, because we are in a world where we're told not to voice publicly how we deal with certain things. We're told, no, it's not okay for you to go on social media and say this, that, and the third. And that's fine and dandy. Everybody don't really need to know your business. Everybody don't. Because some people are there just to watch, to kill, and then to destroy. And I totally understand that. But in the way that you put it out is what matters. See, this ain't a rant. This is a motivational moment. And I just want to put this out there because somebody else might need to be motivated. I know I have. I know I would want somebody to pour into me. So I'm telling you that whatever you doing, however you exceeding the expectation of what somebody else had for you, continue to exceed those expectations. Continue to execute on set greatness no matter who you make uncomfortable and no matter who you make mad. Whether it's the devil, whether it's family members, whether it's people at your job, whatever the case may be, continue. 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 Everything is good up here. Jay Renard, what's good, my guy? To know my role, I just smile and just go on my way. Bro, continue in your greatness. Continue to shine in your greatness. Jay, never shrink. You're right. Never shrink. Never let somebody shrink you. Never. Because there's a lot of people who manipulate situations. They will be the first to cast stones. And if you react, then you're the one who's the wrong. That's in the wrong. There's people who do that. A lot of people who do that. Then you're wrong when you react to them. I encourage you to voice what you need to, say what you need to say. So you know how the song goes. Say what you need to say, and then do what you need to do. And that's execute on said greatness. And your greatness will be infectious to others. Just remember, your greatness will be infectious to others. Uh, No April Fools. Val Kilmer has passed away. That's sad. Val Kilmer was one of the phenomenal actors. Again, and that's another reason why you should act on said greatness. You never know when your time is coming. You don't know when your time is up. Nobody do. Laughing my what you talking about, Dennis? Anyway, inbox. I don't know what that means, sir. Uh, King Kong has nothing on me. You're right about that. Yeah, that's right. DJ Tank, baby. Shoot. Be at your highest of highest in anything you do. Hardest battles are for the toughest soldiers. Absolutely. You know that. Again, the devil don't want nobody or no entity that has nothing to offer the devil. Keep being great. Absolutely. You got to keep being great for sure. Terrible Batman, though. Understandable. Now, with that being said, that's all I wanted to say for those who hear, hey, shine, shine. By the way, mental health does matter for sure. I want my shirt. I want my shirt. I'll be a Huckleberry. Right. All right. Sports news. Here we go. Sports news. I had it up here. Lord have mercy. See? See? This is what happens. By the way, shout out to everybody who's on a late night with me. We're gonna talk a couple things. It won't be too long though. I ain't gonna hold you. Won't be too long. Got to be at work at like 7. Stephen Curry drops 52 points against the Memphis Grizzlies. So let me point this out real quick and let me ask y'all, what happens if Steph Curry wins another title this year? And the reason why I say that is because I'm going to tell you. By the way, Melissa, you wanted to know about the shirts. Shine Shine on Facebook. Look her up. She is doing Mental Health Matters shirts. They're phenomenal shirts, doing it for a great cause. Mental health does matter. All right. Look her up. Jay Renard, be quiet. Anyway, um, mental health does matter. Look her up. I'll get you her information so you can support. All right. She's a phenomenal. She makes Rise Up Family shirts for me, the whole 9 yards. She's phenomenal. Give her props, living in her greatness. All right. I need sub. Wait, where's my sub, Bubba? Eric Manzuck, you didn't answer my question that you sent me on in my messenger about what Bills. You said 5 Bills players. I only found 3. Tell me the other 2. Now, with that being said, Steph Curry, 52 points. And yes, Golden State won, by the way. Golden State won, Dennis. Do you know that it is a blessing to be able to drink from a cup and drink from a flask? There are some people right now that can't even do that. Blessings on top of blessings on top of blessings. Got to find the positive in everything. He will pass LeBron James as the GOAT, Ron Thomas said. Listen, that is that's an interesting response for a guy who has damn near all the records. LeBron James, 22 years of playing basketball, longevity, the whole 9 yards. Jay Renat, you know I got love for you. Even when you're silly, it's all good. I love Steph. I don't think the Warriors are going to win another chip because OKC is looking unstoppable. All right, now. All right, Dwayne Woodley. Now, I will tell you, my guy, that the regular season and playoffs is 2 different things. I know a certain team that be looking up unstoppable too in the regular season and get to the playoffs and they don't perform or they don't execute. Okay. Nobody is beating Boston. Real talk. LeBron will not be the GOAT above Mike or Kobe. LeBron ain't no GOAT, so that's easy. That's easy. Okay. I will tell you that Golden State has championship pedigree and championship allure. Do not get it confused that those said teams can't make big splashes in the playoffs. Let's not forget 2022. No, I don't think people thought Golden State would win in 2022. But Golden State won in 2022 as well. Don't get it confused. If Stephen Curry wins a fifth championship, what conversation are we having now? Are we going to have when that happens? Because I don't think that it's a if it happens, I think it's a when it happens. Golden State has been phenomenal since the acquisition of Jimmy Butler. Phenomenal. Watch out now. It's about getting hot at the right time. We all know this. Steph will be top 3 if that happens. Okay. Don't sleep on the Beantown boys. Nobody can sleep on the Boston Celtics. You also better not sleep on the Cleveland Cavaliers. But that's another conversation. So Stephen Curry drops 52 as they beat the Grizzlies. Moving on, more headlines. Ovechkin, Alex Ovechkin, who I've had the opportunity to meet, phenomenal guy, great hockey player, is 4 shy from the NHL record as he netted his 891th goal. Lord have mercy. If he passes said record, does this make Alex Ovechkin a top 2 NHL player of all time? Is my question to those who do that hockey, by the way. More news. The tush push ban vote tabled. You got a team who doesn't like it and said Green Bay Packers. I know how I feel about the Green Bay Packers. I will tell you, Green Bay, shut up and stop it. Shut up and stop it, okay? Just shut up, man up, and stop it. I don't know why everybody is so gung-ho and so mad about this tush push thing. First of all, we all know that the Philadelphia Eagles decided to do what good teams do, which is research better ways to get better. And one of the ways was to reach out to a rugby team who does said tush push. That is a rugby move that has been executed by the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't understand why people are upset. I don't think it should be out. I don't think it should be banned at all. But I will give you some premise on why some people do not want it. Sean McDermott was on a interview saying how the tush push is dangerous, yet there's only 2 teams who use the tush push more than 6 times in one season. Those 2 teams would be the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Yet it's so dangerous. Let's get dangerous, right? You said that Green Bay cries a lot. Okay. They also beat the Miami Dolphins a lot too. Now, with that being said, easy there, Spartacus. Yep, Steph has already passed a little farther than the growth status conversation. Steph done revolutionized the game. Because of him, everybody in the league shoots threes. Yep, that's on every level, by the way, Dwayne Woodley. To me, Stephen Curry is the second most influential player of all time when it comes to basketball. Still needs 6 to match Jordan. What's sad that Barney beat the Warriors? Yes, it is. We know the Raptors beat Golden State. That's impressive for sure. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, hoodwink masses and the believing needs to go. I agree with that. Super Mario and Wayne Gretzky for me. Yeah, those are my 2 favorites actually. NFL bans the nose wipe. Yeah, they sure did. We talked about that on last week's show. If you don't like the tush push, draft Desmond Watson. He's 6'6", 465. He would have topped that. LOL. The tush push is the quarterback sneak. The tush push has been around for decades. The Eagles just revolutionized it. Again, yeah, they went out, they talked to some rugby team, and the rugby team showed them how leverage is super important when it comes to said tush push. Here's some premise on why people don't like the tush push. I'm gonna give you a little premise right here on Rise Up Late Night. If you just tuned in, shout out to everybody who's just tuning in. I see you, Marcus the Alphabets too, on here as well. This is the reason right here. This is one of the big reasons right here why said tush push is not liked by certain folks. Jalen Hurts, quarterback, has 55 career touchdown runs. Christian McCaffrey has 52 as a running back. Interesting enough, I would say said tush push is quite successful when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, especially in the goal, especially at the goal line, especially at the goal. Yeah, I like Melissa. I like Forsberg, Tanguay, Sackett, um, Patrick Waugh, Gretzky. Um, man, I can name a lot of hockey players that I liked back in the day. A lot of them. Easy to get touchdowns when you only have to go for one guy. Oh, absolutely. Again, Marcus, that's why they don't like it. That's why they don't like it. People who don't like the push because they're weak and they're sore losers. the way I can tell by your comments today, you are on fire, sir. Something is up today. Something is going on today. You are on fire. I'm the torch. Maybe you could be the fire starter in the comment section today. I see. All right. This is said reason though. All right. I just wanted to give y'all that bit of, that little tidbit. By the way, Jalen Hurts has also played 18 less games than said Christian McCaffrey, which is interesting because Christian McCaffrey is very injury prone. Very injury prone. So that's kind of weird to me. All right. Scores in games tonight. Minnesota right now is trailing Denver 107-103. I know you see the game right here. It's a little behind because I just got to the game not too long ago. Atlanta lost to Portland 127-113. The New York Knicks looking really good, 105-91 over the 76ers, Philadelphia 76ers. The Milwaukee Bucks will win tonight over the Kevin Durantless Phoenix Suns 133-123. Orlando 116-105 over the Spurs. Chicago 137-118 over the Toronto Raptors. And as I mentioned earlier, Golden State won 134-125 on said 52 points from Stephen Curry, a triple-double from Draymond Green. He wasn't a triple single tonight. He was a triple-double, and 27 points from Jimmy Butler. NHL, the Sabres won 5-2 over Ottawa tonight. Yeah. Yep. A lot of games going on. Edmonton and Vegas right now. I know Ian Rakelli is at that game. He showed me a picture. Edmonton 3-2 on Vegas right now. San Jose and Anaheim 3-3. LA 3-1 lead over Winnipeg right now. Washington won 4-3. Ovechkin netted his 891st goal of his career. Montreal 3-2 over Florida. Columbus 8-4 over Nashville. Tampa Bay 4-1 over the Islanders. Blues 2-1 over the Red Wings. And Utah's Hockey Club 3-1 over the Calgary Flames. Shout out to the MLB. The MLB season started. One game in particular I want to mention is that the Yankees and the Dodgers played against each other. I think it was yesterday, 7-6. Who has the better chance of winning the World Series? The Yankees this year or the Dodgers? Now, we know those two teams went against each other last year, and we know that LA Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. With Ice Cube giving LA the award. We know that they beat the Yankees in 5 last year. Who has the better chance this year of winning? Is it the Yankees or the Dodgers? Comments. Hockey and chocolate goes well together. Marcus, you are hilarious. My hockey face. LOL. Is Jalen Hurts a better running back than Lamar Jackson? No, he's not. Whomever graces the cover of Madden will become injury prone. I think Mahomes broke that curse. That curse was broken before Mahomes. Nice try. It is going to be either Burrows or Daniels. I hope not. Put Tua on there. He's already injury prone. Wow, Marcus. Wow, sir. Wow, y'all are very interesting in these comments tonight. It is going to be Barkley as backwards hurdle. Oh, okay. Marcus, you got jokes so late. The Dodgers, said Dwayne. Oh, damn, I shouldn't have laughed so hard at that. Melissa said, F the Spankies. It's going to be my birds, the Orioles. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Okay. All right, my guy. You got it on that one. All right. So, moving right along on a couple of things I just want to bring to your attention here on the show tonight. Wow. Check down merchants. Check down merchants. Look who's number 1 on the list. Now, I remember a time that a certain JA17 used to be the check down king. Y'all see my cousin Mookie Betts. Dre's favorite player, Kelvin Benjamin, should be on the cover of Madden. Okay, Dalton. You got jokes, Dalton D-Man. I see. Highest percentage of yards from screens and checkdowns, minimum of 250 attempts. 2024 regular season, negative air yard passes. Tua Tagovailoa, number 1, 20%. 583 yards. Baker Mayfield has 819 yards, though, 18%. Bo Nix, he's a rookie. 679 yards, 18%. Kyler Murray, 669 yards, 17%. And you see as the list continues, Caleb Williams, Jared Goff, 723 yards. Interesting. When you have not Jameson Williams, I'm sorry. I was about to say Jameson Williams. When you have Jahmyr Gibbs as your running back, I'm not shocked. When you have David Montgomery as your running back, I'm not shocked. That wasn't me. It was Ted. LOL. You're hilarious. The teddy bear. It was Ted the teddy bear, huh? All right. Hilarious. Look at the other side. You got Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Gardner Minshew, Drake May, Jaden Daniels, Mac Jones. I see 1, 2, 3, 4 rookies on the top 10 list. 4 rookies. I see 2 backups. 1, 2 backups. And a lot of these teams went to the playoffs. So that's not a bad thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 teams on here went to the playoffs? Or is it 5? It's 6, I think. 6 teams went to the playoffs. Not bad, I guess. All right, moving right along. Oh yeah, I was talking about this earlier. Here's your post on it right here. Since Jimmy Butler has came to the team, boy oh boy, Golden State Warriors are now in 5th place in the West. I remember when they were in 12th place earlier in the season. As you can see, watch out for the Warriors. Oh, I want to put this one up because now we have a new challenger. Emmett Smith didn't work for most people, so they put up a new one. Now they put up Sweetness. Sweetness. Mr. Walter Payton. Barry Sanders. Who's the better running back? Who is the better running back? Well, I would tell you Walter Payton played 3 seasons more football. 190 games to 153. That's a minimum of 37. So almost 3 seasons of football. 2.5. He had 800, almost 800 more attempts, and only 1,000, only almost roughly 1,500 yards better in 800 attempts, almost 800 attempts. That's like an average of 2 yards. So in 700 attempts, Barry Sanders would have had to average 2 yards to have just as many yards as he did in just as many attempts, and would have had to play 37 more games. No. 110 rushing touchdowns to 99. Catching out the backfield. No, see, if we're going by stats, which I see a lot of people like to do, Walter Payton Sweetness is one of the greatest running backs ever to grace a football field, but he is not better than Barry Sanders, in my opinion. And I've watched some Walter Payton actually, and I still would say that he's not better than Barry Sanders. I think it's time for some folks to just give it up at this point. At some point, you just gotta realize that Barry is Barry. At some point, Barry is Barry. I think Walter was great, but he played on a much better team. His 85 Bears defense may be the best in history. Maybe the 85 Bears, the 4-6 yes, they're the best defense in history. There's no maybe to that. What maybe? Who would be 1B? If you got them as 1A or B, who is 1A or B outside of them? That's what I would need to know. By the way, the Timberwolves have tied the game 112 with the Nuggets with 13 seconds left in the fourth. So it might go down to a last second shot. I got to know, where did you get that flask? Everybody, y'all love my flask? Y'all love the, but I showed up in blue. Y'all like my Garth Brooks like flask? I got it from my job. My job carries these. It's nice. Very nice. 64-ounce flask. People forget that Barry played less years. Yep, that's what the stats tell you right there. Both were legendary. I can't put them up to one another. Uh-oh. Melissa, you having doubts? You got doubts on Barry Sanders and Walter Payton? Uh-oh. If he would have played a few more years, Emmett never breaks that record. Yeah, we know. We know. It's subjective. It's all good. I don't want to even talk about LeBron James getting caught in the lie about the Luka trade. I don't want to talk about that because why? Why? It happened already. You know him, and notice I haven't on one show brung up the Stephen A. LeBron James situation. I've never brung it up once. And I'm not going to do it tonight either. I'm not going to talk about it tonight either. But I found this to be very interesting right here. Every team's last championship game, not Super Bowl, but last championship game. Go ahead and look up your team, and then you tell me. If you are in the red, that is sad. If you are in the red, and I only see two in the red, but I think the Texans ain't been around too long. So the only team that's left that's in the red, scratch my head, belongs to a certain person. I won't say his initials. Marcus Betts. Marcus the alphabet, whose team hasn't been to a championship game in the 2000s at all. Every other team has been in the championship game in the 2000s, which is wild to me. Wow. 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 Yeah. Every team. I remember every championship game too. That's crazy. Oh, except for yeah, there's one more. They tried to be slick. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, that's right. They did try to be slick. I noticed this. They almost got away with it. But there's one other team that's worse than Marcus the Alphabet's team. I'm not gonna say no names. Said Jay. Yeah, that's DJ. DJ. DJ J Renat. Um, your team, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. 1993. Lord have mercy. Your team damn near ain't been to a championship game since the 80s. Wow. 2000 Ravens, 2002 Bucks. Yeah, they have an argument, but I wouldn't. The 85 Bears. 85 Bears was ridiculous. Ridiculous. They haven't been there that long and still have the second most rings in history. Everybody catch up. The tuna cans. Yeah, but you know what that says to me, though, Marcus? That says that there's a lot of continuity when it comes to the game of football. So if you haven't been to a championship game since '96 and you still have the second most rings, that means that there's been a lot of um, there's been a lot of diversity as it pertains to Super Bowl champions. Because I'm sure there's been 10 different Super Bowl champions since 1996 at minimum. I'm sure there's been at least 10 different champions. And that includes the 6 times that the Patriots won. So there's a lot of continuity, I'm sure. Man, we got old ass RIP iPhone. Hopefully y'all can come to my iPhone's funeral. Oh boy. The piece of fruit phones. That's what happens. A piece of fruit phones. All right. Move. All right. Thursday, we're gonna get into deep detail on every NFL's biggest remaining need. We'll get into it come Thursday. Also, Thursday, if enough people come, we'll have Rise Up or Man Down trivia coming up Thursday. All right. I'm not going to talk about this tonight as it pertains to Paige Beckers, but I will talk about the NCAA tournament before the end of the show tonight, which will be ending in 15 minutes. I will talk about that at the end of the night. I found this to be interesting. It's about time we have some sports teams who actually care about their people coming to see games. Coastal Carolina just announced that all concessions will be free at home football games this fall. Wow. Fans can get 4 items per concession visit: hot dog, nachos, popcorn, and fountain drinks, with no limit on the number of in game visits. That is wild. That tells me one or two things. Either Coastal Carolina is doing that to try to get more people to come to their games, or Coastal Carolina wants more exposure, which is the same thing I just said 2 seconds ago, or I don't want to go the other route and say that maybe Coastal Carolina may not have a football team in the next couple of seasons. Yes, Marcus, make sure y'all get y'all mocks in. Friday night picks 1 through 10. Friday night, Ramona died. Marcus, the alphabets will be going over that. Friday night added 4 more teams as well in that time. Panthers, Jags, Texans, and New Browns. You said Brownies. In 1947, which team won the NFL team won the NBA championship? You goofy. That would be an Eric Manzuck like question, not me. Nice try. All right. I do like the color of their jerseys. They did play UB I think last year or the year before last, Coastal Carolina. Pretty good team, actually. We'll talk about this on Thursday as well. NFL owners have passed a rule that both teams will be allowed to possess the football overtime in the regular season. Ooh wee. Is it fake? Is it real? Am I giving you an April Fool's moment? Is it really an April Fool's moment? Am I that out? Rise up and meet in person in Carolina. Free nachos. I'm in. Ha ha, that would be great. That would be lovely. Or they charging crazy prices to get in. No, I don't think they charging crazy prices to get in, Marcus. Coastal Carolina? Nah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. MAC conference? No. Nope. I don't think so. I think it's a more exposure thing because you'd be surprised how many people come to UB games, and I'm like, yeah, we won't go there. Buy one hot dog for $20, get one free. That would be a Sabres game. Better be hot dogs. I'm not eating glizzies. That's not. All right. Did I? Oh, yeah. All right. Time to talk NCAA real quick. I'm making my predictions right now on the show. Final four is coming up. I got UConn women winning the women's championship, and I got Duke winning the men's championship. It's sad that Juju Watkins went out with that injury because I think the USC UConn game would have been a little different, especially that USC beat UConn different. But I do have UConn winning. I think Paige Becker's a phenomenal player. I think she's gonna go number one overall in the draft, in the WNBA draft, as she should. And yes, I'm gonna say this right now. This is gonna probably piss some people off. I don't care. Paige Beckers is a better player than Caitlin Clark. I would say that again, five more times if I need to. She is a better player than Caitlin Clark. Um, Juju Watkins is a better player than Caitlin Clark. And when they get to the WNBA, I think a lot of people are going to find that out. And Caitlin Clark is a great player, by the way. A great player. I'll put that out there. Now, Dalton is being Dalton again. $30 beers and corn nuts. Yeah, that again. Listen, Marcus, you are hilarious. Let me tell you something real quick before I get into this one slide about Jalen Hurts. Right? I went to the Sabres game the other night, right? And just so happened, I went to go get something to eat. Um, Shout out to the concession stands at the Sabres games. They treat me very well. I appreciate them. But I watched a guy get cans, four cans of, was it Labatt Light or Coors Light? Was it Coors Light? One of the two. Four cans cost him $80, Marcus. Four cans. And I'm talking about the regular like cans. Talking about, yeah, $80 for four cans of beer. I'm like, yeah, never. I can literally get two tires on my car for $80. Shut up, Dalton. There you go. Being goofy. I don't usually do that. In past, long time ago. Yeah. It happens once in a while too. Yeah. So what? And what's your point? Yeah, I would be going to a sports bar too in that case. But yeah, four cans of beer, $80. Yes, Wisconsin has hockey. Don't you goof. All right. Eagles fans be like Jalen Hurts is on the most stacked offense in the league, but he's the greatest quarterback in franchise history. True or false? Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, and AJ Brown will each go down individually as the greatest quarterback, running back, and wide receiver in Eagles history. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Mm. They'll have a barbecue plate for like $40. $8 candy bars. Yes, me and Ian are the hockey experts. I know. Thank you. Uh, wow. Saquon Barkley has only played for the Eagles for one season. We're already asking that question. That is how that just speaks to the dynamic. I mean, the dynamic season Saquon Barkley had. If you already in one season are putting him in trivia questions as such, AJ Brown being the best Eagles receiver in Eagles history, I think Terrell Owens might have something to say about that, even though he didn't play too long in the Philadelphia Eagles uniform either. But I think Terrell Owens will have something to say about that. Deshaun Jackson might have something to say about that. But the fact that I just named those two players gives AJ Brown a definite chance. Uh, and that's nothing against Terrell Owens because he's the third greatest. Well, to me, he's actually the second greatest wide receiver of all time. A lot of people will say Moss, but I disagree. I think Terrell Owens all around was a better receiver than Randy Moss. But wow, Jalen Hurts. We talking about Donovan McNabb, Randall Cunningham. Oof. You know what's interesting? All the Eagles quarterbacks might the greatest quarterbacks might be black. For people who have such disdain against black quarterbacks, the Eagles' top three quarterbacks just might be black. I think they are actually all black, which is great for a team, for a city that's called brotherly love. Great. Yes, hockey is huge in Wisconsin. You're making me hungry. Well, then I shouldn't eat one of these chicken wings in front of you if I'm making you hungry. See, I won't do that. I was about to eat this NIL food like I did yesterday, y'all. This NIL food be good. I'm telling you. The concessions here for UTEP games and semi-pro baseball, the Chihuahuas. They got a semi-pro baseball team called the Chihuahuas. Wow. I think I need to have a council, a city council vote to change that team's name. The Chihuahuas, really? Whose idea was that, Marcus? The Chihuahuas. Big ass state of Texas talking about some damn Chihuahuas. I can't right now. Marcus, you do this. Never mind. You know what? I was about to say you do this once at the show, but I'm not going to even say that right now. Ron Thomas, what up? I'm not even going to say that right now. What is it like? Stop it. Y'all making me hungry. I had a big mouth. I had big mouth bites and fries from Chili's a couple hours ago. Don't you always eat? You want to talk about somebody always? I'm surprised you don't be sleep. All that damn fast food you eat all the time. You always have some mud burgers or some mud ruckers or some damn restaurant eating, which I wish I could do every day. But damn, you always eating some. I bet you know all the new. You know what, dog? You probably know all the new snacks, all the new uh food entrees from all these restaurants, don't you? I bet. I'm gonna tell Rashad he should get up with you, and Mr. Foodie. Shout out to Rashad Sebring, by the way. Smoked turkey legs and Mexican food. That sounds good, Marcus. What about Chris Carter, Andre? Chris Carter? Chris Carter played. Chris Carter is known for being a Viking, not an Eagle. He's known for being a Viking. Where do I have Chris Carter ranked as greatest wide receivers? I would have him in the top like 20. He'd be in the 20 range, top 20 range. Alfredo. Wow. I got y'all talking about food on here. Yes. Yes, please. You, Brat. Hockey huge up north. Yes, it is. The Frozen Four. Legitimately. We've had the Frozen Four here. Yes. El Paso Chihuahuas. They are the Padres farm team. We also have a semi-pro El Paso Rhinos. Okay. The El Paso Rhinos sound a lot better than the Chihuahuas. I would again, I'd be talking to my council member, and get up with them, the Chihuahuas, big ass state of Texas, talking about some damn Chihuahuas again. Lord have mercy, Marcus. Who comes up with these names? Hey, Miss Bill, how you doing? I might eat hamburger all the time. Rule number one: always put mustard on a burger. Wow. Okay, Dalton. See, we are literally talking about food on sports shows. That's dope, though. Rise up late night, y'all. By the way, again, NCAA tournament stuff. I'm just gonna put this slide up there just so. Nah, that ain't gonna be her. It ain't gonna be Haley Van Lith. Sorry, you already went home. I'm not putting up somebody who already went home. We talked about it yesterday on Monday Night Madness. You already went home. Not putting you up. But Paige Beckers, I'm gonna put up here because I like Paige Beckers a lot. I'm a fan of Paige Beckers. Big fan. Now, at the bottom of this, it says UConn Star has embraced Black America rather than being pitted against it. Oh. All right, don't be acting up now. Put up Paige Beckers. Now you want to act up. Sounds like Friday, David. Oh, sounds like Friday, Baby D. Hilarious. That's hilarious. I was laughing so hard. I was thinking that when he was saying that mess. What I say? What I say, Melissa? What I say? Y'all gotta tell me what I said. That sound like Baby D. Me and Mona gonna be doing the draft next year in Pittsburgh. Going to the draft in Pittsburgh next year. Shut up, Marcus. You and Mona. Ha ha. Funny, funny. Chuckle, chuckle. Hee hee. You already know I'm going next year to Pittsburgh, you jerk. See, Marcus. See, wants a show. I told you. Y'all wants a show. Ain't no damn saving up. It's not go. First of all, the NFL draft does not cost you a lot of money to go to. First and foremost, unless you're, I mean, maybe a travel expense, but to actually go to the draft does not cost you much at all. He knows all the new snacks. Oh, that's why you said that. Yeah, because I said he know all the new snacks. That's not That was yeah. That's what Mike Epps was saying to Baby D. I remember, yo, you about to make me go watch next Friday right now. As soon as I get off the show, you gonna make me want to watch next Friday now. Catfish and steak. Add some greens, mac and cheese. Melissa, what? Melissa, Melissa. Yeah, you can't be talking like that, Melissa. Before we have a rise up reunion at your house, we gonna come to you where you at. Uh-huh. You talking like that. That's we gotta come get invited to the barbecue. The concessions do. LOL. Goofy. If you go to Pittsburgh, you gotta stop at Bros. Surely I will. Pittsburgh not too far from me. It's 3 hours away from me. A few days in the hotel. I'm flying in from Texas. Mona like 6 hours away from Pittsburgh. Yeah, I'm like 3 hours away from Pittsburgh. That's an easy drive. That's a 3 hour quick drive for me. Melissa got some Negro tenders. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Marcus. I didn't want to put it out there like that, Marcus. But yes, she's definitely invited. Oh, she's definitely invited to the barbecue. Talking like that. Definitely invited to the barbecues. Food during sports talk. Let's go. Yeah, I'm saying last 10 minutes been about food choices and see that's why you put up stats about Coastal Carolina and look where it goes. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Real sports shows. Having a good old time. I like pig feet. I like hog balls. I like cornbread. Yeah, and that's why you always in the kitchen. Always in the kitchen. Always in the food. I like pig feet. See, I'm about to go watch Friday now. See, you guys done did it for me. It's okay. We can talk whatever we want. Yes, you can. Yep. Especially on Rise Up Late Night. Right here. On the late nights. On the late night. Now, shout out to all y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. We are past the 1 hour mark. But real quick, since I already picked Duke to win the whole thing, I will tell you that I think Florida is going to be Auburn. I have a stupid feeling about Florida and Auburn. I think Florida is going to be Auburn. I think Duke is going to be Houston. Houston is a definitely good Cinderella story. Houston coming up last couple years, showing their resurgence as a powerful college basketball program. Got to give Houston a props. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen, eating up all the greens, all the pig feet, all the cornbread. I like cornbread. I like pig feet. I like hog mogs, ham hocks, donuts. Yeah, I just made cornbread this weekend. Melissa, you talking all this good old soul food. Write the notes, Dre. I ain't writing no notes. Yes, we know Val Kilmer. We talked about it earlier, Marcus, about Val Kilmer. All right, with that being said, appreciate everybody who was on here for the late night. I'm about to go watch Friday and finish these chicken wings. Drink out my flask. Ooh, ooh, Andre, starting to get a little. Ooh, that's okay. I ain't afraid to show my flaws. Lord have mercy. I better not be getting no ball spot like LeBron James. I ain't playing. See now, to Marcus. Duke will win the whole thing. Yeah, they will. Agreed. You better have you better have cheese for Good luck, Chime. Oh, yeah, I got plenty of that. You gonna eat your cornbread? Yep, sure am. I got some in there. I just didn't have time to actually cook like that. I don't be having time like that. So I have to be quick with the cooking sometimes. Overstuffed ravioli like Marcus. That's oh boy. You'll make me go to the store and get some of them tomorrow too, Marcus. Get up and watch Coffee Talk. Yeah, make sure you watch Coffee Talk. I gotta get up at 6:30 in the morning. Just use that black dye, LOL. Just don't wash your hair. Shut up, Marcus. Hell yes. You don't cook it not to eat it. Damn right you don't. And thigh high boot. Okay, Marcus. Andre going bald. Not better not be going bald. Hell, all the stress in the world. Better not be making me go bald. I ain't playing. I'm not using no Head and Shoulders. I'm not using no Sensodyne Blue. None of that. I'm not using none of that. None of them hair for men products. None of that. I'll be going straight bald. I'll have a beard and be bald. Period. And I ain't trying to look like Steve Harvey. Flip phone. Y'all hilarious. Y'all got me rolling. All right. With that, man said good night, y'all. It's been real. I had fun. Great conversation. Good sports talk. I see y'all on Thursday. By the way, shout out to my bro, Jay Andre. Frederick getting married Friday. Cannot wait. I cannot wait to DJ his party. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm excited. Thank you for the opportunity, bro. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. A whole lot of fun. Cannot wait. Friday, my guy's getting married. I ain't know. Friday, he's getting married. Congratulations to him. What y'all saying in here? Get Stephen A. Nope. Nope. You're not about to have me looking like George Jefferson. Say you're moving on up. Nah, that shit moving on back. That shit ain't moving on up. That shit is moving back, further back. Dre better not fumble the food. I ain't fumbling no food, sir. You see this gut? I don't got a nice little beer kind of gut somewhat for no reason. All right. More in the sleepyhead. Yeah. Hell. It is what it is. Gotta do what you gotta do. With that being said, I see y'all on the flip.